Guys, this is it. This has to be the future of handheld gaming. With incredible improvements in hardware capabilities and unbelievable support from open source developers with tools such as Vex, Proton, DXVK, VKD3D, and fresh off the line MESA Turnip Drivers for Adreno 800 series, we are now able to emulate a literal PlayStation 5 title on an ARM platform inside a phone. The floodgates have truly opened and the possibilities are endless. This is the power of the Android platform and the open source community. This is just incredible, almost surreal experience. Like, how is this even possible? This shows us that with the right support, ARM is truly the future, and tiny, efficient, powerful Android mini PCs is going to be a genuine alternative to x86 systems. In this video, I'll test a few modern AAA games just to show off the current bleeding edge of emulation on Android. For this, I'm using the iQOO 15 with Snapdragon 888 Gen 5 with 16GB of LPDDR5X Ultra RAM, delivering close to 80GB per second of memory bandwidth. The emulator of choice is the latest version of GameHub Lite 5.3.5, modified as an AnTuTu package to trick the iQOO system to unlock full power. I'm using a 25-watt cooler as well for obvious reasons. Firstly, I wanted to show you a quick comparison between Qualcomm drivers and the Turnip drivers. Now, my testing is very limited in this case. I only tested 2 games and it's not guaranteed that Turnip drivers are always better, but mostly they are, despite being so new and providing beta support for Adreno 800 series. For example, what I noticed in GTA 5 is that with the Turnip driver, we are getting more stable performance, less stutter, and higher peak performance, all the while also using slightly less power. Yes, there are slightly more graphical glitches here and there, but they will eventually go away with more updates. In a much newer and graphically demanding game like Shadow of the Tomb Raider, we see far less stutter, better performance, and lower power drop with Turnip drivers. Yes, once again, slightly more graphical artifacts here and there, but honestly, they are excusable and they will definitely go away with more updates. Alright, now let's check out some games starting with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. 720p FSR quality with very low preset, no frame generation. And honestly guys, despite the low settings, the game looks absolutely gorgeous. Probably because of this god tier OLED panel on this phone, and also the screen size is very small. There are some shader compression stutters, but the more you play, the more smooth it gets.
With a surprise gift from Clank to Ratchet.
We better get moving then.
All starting on planet Vela with Ratchet, Esmus Tinker, Adventure.
Ratchet, I do not believe this is part of the show. Whoa. Yep, real bullets. your gift. More goons incoming.
Next game we have here is Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, which is a Vulkan title. We are playing at 720p native high preset with 8x temporal super sampling anti-aliasing, and boy, this game runs like butter. It's a native Vulkan title, and which is why probably the power draw is also quite nominal, and the performance is just, it runs like butter. We are running at high preset with 8x TSAA. That is crazy, guys. Next up is God of War 2022 with 720p native low preset. The main issue I found with this emulation of this game is that the left and right trigger of my controller will only temporarily work and trigger the game to switch to keyboard controls. So I had to use the on-screen controls a couple of times in the tutorial stage.
Different.
More tracks? This way, boy.
Next up is Ghost of Tsushima and 720p native very low preset. Now, this is one game which I will say is not playable because for some reason the emulator is not properly using the resources available. You can see in this game we are always below 30 FPS and we are CPU limited, and even the power usage is quite low for a title like this. The power usage is confusing me as to why the phone is not pushing full power for higher CPU clocks and lower power. And the low power is probably the reason behind this less than ideal performance.
There's nothing we can do. Through here.
Oh God.
We'll take the rooftops.
Climb roofs, scavenge battlefields. You're a thief.
When I need something, I take it.
Like my katana.
I traded it for food and medicine.
You what?
Don't worry. We'll find the buyer. Get your sword back. Got a long ride. The man I traded your sword to lives just up ahead. Taro.
Jin Sakai.
Finally, let's end with some good old Spiderman Remastered 720p native very low preset. Apart from some traversal stutters whenever a new area of the map loads, which is quite normal for a game like this, the performance is surprisingly good. Like, I remember my RTX 4060 laptop initially having issues with traversal stutters, but here Proton is doing its magic, guys. This is a great experience given we are emulating it on a mobile phone.
Hello? Parker, where are you? We must run through the demonstration at least once before the grant committee arrives. Yes. Sorry, yes. Dealing with a personal issue. I'll be in soon. Promise. Gotta warn you, I'm feeling punchy today. This doesn't look good. Man, Fisk has a lot of guys on his payroll.
Alright guys, that's it for this video. Do let me know what you thought about it and what you think about the future of handheld gaming. Make sure to hit like, share and subscribe, and also consider hyping this video. Take care and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.